back to work, ferrying the boss's broad and his dipshit of a brother out for the night so they could recover from their brush with mortality. Then again, what did I expect? These were the kind of people who went to nightclubs in helicopters. Fabiana had brought her sister along, presumably so she could show off just how rich and empty her life was. And boy, was she about to learn the meaning of rich and empty.
Max, I was speaking to you. Sorry, what was that? Oh, I was saying we get into a lot of scrapes, man. Well, we're still here. Hey.
Thanks to you, Max. I owe you my life.
It wasn't just him, huh, baby?
Oh, yes, Marcel. I'm sure you did a lot to save everyone. You were probably worried about getting blood on your stash.
Very funny.
Thank you, Max. I don't know what I would do without my sister.
Spend even more time doing something useful. You know she works in the favela. She's the good sister.
Oh, shut up. What did you hear, Baba? More bodies turned up where people went missing. But it's horrifying.
Did someone say buzzkill?
Hey.
I'm just kidding. But it is a cool town, man. Hey, here we are. Saúde. Place. Carioca, palavra. I love this view. It's a real chill place to hang, you know? Do a little business, have some fun. I need it too. I've been working far too hard. Like a whore during Fleechy Weeky, as my roommate used to say. You like that, Max?
That's pretty funny.
Acontecer várias tretas nessa boate. É óbvio. Onde o Max está, sempre acontece treta.
Hey, Marcel, I think I might have an interesting investment for your brother.
Well, call him up, homie.
I haven't seen him for a while. Last week was Fashion Week. My God, Egypt, but so beautiful. You know Anastasia?
Oh, yeah, I know Anna.
Atualizar isso, hoje em dia seria um funkão. Funkão e um pagodão. Pagodão nada. Sertanejo. Forronejo, melhor ainda.
This kind of place made me want to puke. I needed a real drink to deal with the electronic music and the robotic people.
Fucking monkey from a fucking slum. Jack's cool with me. What's that? Nothing.
Rapaz,
You're a man of the world.
hoje em dia esse jogo sairia da papel.
What do you do about life?
Look at me, I'm standing in a nightclub, listening to music I can't stand. I'm 5,000 miles from home, I'm armed and I'm drinking. You don't want to listen to advice from me, amigo.
Oh, Max, I love you, man. You're fucking real, you know? Oh, shit. People. Fuck them. People get me wrong. I think I love a wrong woman. Oh, excuse me. Baba! Fabio! Fabio! Ah, my nigga!
Thank God he had left. A minute more of his drivel and I would have had to put a bullet in him myself. It soon turned out I wasn't the only one.
Ixi. Tretou. Ah, fiquei com a arminha de ouro, ó.
I hadn't seen it coming, but that was no surprise. It's hard to keep your eye on the ball through the bottom of a glass. I just hoped I could get to Fabiana and Giovanna in
Vou dar uma
time.
festona, hein? Que isso, esses playba.
I knew if I didn't get to the girls soon, they'd be leaving this place with either a price on their heads or a tag on their toes.
Tem um maluco ali vivo ainda. Peraí que eu tô procurando as arminhas, gente. Opa, vou pegar um 38 aqui, ó. Rapaz, eu tenho até pena que isso aqui tudo era ex-estudante de
I was
medicina,
lost.
de
The
direito.
last time I'd been in a nightclub,
Engenharia.
it was in a different century, and I'd left head first out of the back door with a foot up my ass. The girls were gone, and so was I.
Oxi! Demorei muito. Demorei muito pegando as arminhas. Caraca, mano. Pô, mano, espera aí. Caraca, dessa vez foi brabo, hein?
I hadn't seen it
Vai,
coming,
não tem arminha,
but that
não.
was no surprise. It's hard to keep your eye on the
Foi
ball through the
38
bottom
não.
of a glass.
Cadê aquela metranquinha? Não é pra cá que eu tenho que ir? É pra cá mesmo.
The doors had been chained shut. I didn't need my Portuguese for Beginners phrase book to work out what was going on. The guy making the noise was the boss.
Credo.
He was sending them around to
Essa
cut me
faz
off
som.
from the other side. And sure enough, a few seconds later, I had some company on the dance floor.
Olha o tiro comendo. Cala a boca,
There
meu
had to
filho,
be
tenha
another way
respeito.
out through the VIP lounge. Rich fools love a private exit.
Respect.
Figured this time I'd use the stairs.
Aí, ó. Douradinha, douradinha. É o que tava ali marcando?
It was your typical trendy hellhole. A playground for the overpreened and undernourished.
Vixe.
Sushi and house music and vodka. A place you don't get through the door unless you're rich, beautiful, or, in this instance, it seemed, a heavily armed psychopath.
Ô, Cláudio.
Poor bastard's name was Claudio. I found out later he was a pretty big shot soccer player for the Galatians. Some nearly superstar just back from Europe. The usual. Scored goals, scored girls. The only
Scored
box
girl.
he'd be getting into now is the
Scored
one
girl.
he'd be leaving in.
Boys e girls.
I remembered there was a patio upstairs. About the only
Calma,
thing
calma,
I'd
calma.
managed to clock in that place was the smoking area.
Ah, esse jogo dá pra fazer o seguinte, quer ver? Pá. Duas armas. Como é que eu tô chegando, rapaziada? Cadê a... Agora sim. Cadê as arminhas? Cadê as arminhas douradas? Tem que ser rápido. Porque, pelo visto, tem tempo as fases desse jogo. Engraçado. Fazia tempo que eu não vi um jogo com tempo.
Hey, Sao Paulo's favorite bodyguard. How's it going, bro?
It's not good. Some guys took Giovanna and Fabiana.
What? Jesus, Max. Hey, I'm on my way.
No. Stay in the chopper. We'll need a way out of here. I'll go find the girls.
Girls.
They came out. They went that way into the lounge. Go.
Get up. You can't stay here. I need you to lock this door behind me. Get everybody else out of here.
Ixi.
Son of a bitch.
Cala a boca, meu filho. Morto não, tô vivo. Conhece minha mãe? Não tem arma mais pesada aqui não. O bicho tá bravo, tá nervoso. Aí, ó. Ixi, Maria.
All this unfinished business, and all I could think about was my unfinished scotch.
Não.
Don't shoot, por favor.
You an American?
Sure. Yeah, I'm from Steele, North Dakota, just outside of Bismarck. Anders Detling. This is some place, huh? They told me it was a little fresh, but I wasn't expecting things to be quite like this.
No?
No, see, I've seen things. I was a cop for 25 years. I've seen men run over by combines. I've seen husbands who just ate their wives, but a gunfight at a disco.
You were a cop?
Yeah, just retired. Oh, what a life that was. And it gave me the money to raise a family. Oh, I got a girl at college in Wisconsin and a boy who's playing football for Minnesota State. You want to see their picture?
No, that's all right. It sounds nice. Listen, you stay in here. Don't be a hero.
Oh, I won't. I'm retired.
Faz bem.
Happy, healthy ex-cop? Give me a break.
Ah.
It looked loud and expensive enough to be Fabiana's. Her fashion sense didn't leave a whole lot of room for imagination, let alone food. The girl sure knew how to draw the eye, and maybe that was the problem. But at least I was heading in the right direction.
Bora. Ih, rapaz.
Que porra você tá fazendo? Como assim? Você tá com algum problema?
Whatever the hell they were arguing about, it was time for me to add my 2 cents.
Estamos aqui por causa das meninas do branco. Ele não tem nada a ver com isso. Oi, daí, mano? Eu tô pouco me fudendo pra essa porra. Tá maluco, meu? Pra que você fez isso? Ah,
For all I knew, they were gone already. I couldn't stop now.
Eita, bexiga. Tô sem bala. Agora eu tô lascado. Ainda bem que o cara tem a mira horrível. Ai, mãe. Caraca, sem munição. Aí não dá, hein. Alguém desliga isso aí.
Victor's political campaign was starting to come unstuck. Seemed the Broncos' luck was on the turn. If only that was the worst news they'd received that day. They were still alive, at least. This crew was starting to look a lot like friends of the gatecrashers at last week's party. These guys had some real issues with the Broncos.
É matador, é
They
mata,
were back
mata,
to
mata.
finish the job. I figured it was time to start doing mine.
O cara é imortal, é? É Highlander? Rapaz, como ficou minha roupa? A roupa tem colhão de medo. Como é que pode isso? Olha. Meu Deus. Calma aí, maluco, eu já vou.
This wasn't the time to be second guessing myself. I had to hurry or I'd lose them.
Tá bom, tá bom. Tô indo, tô indo. Tem uma arma melhorzinha, não? Tô daqui.
I couldn't remember the last time I'd done drugs in a nightclub.
Também não. Opa, 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 opa. Ali, o bicho vai embora. Esse jogo tem tempo. Ai. Que raio de música é essa?
Entra, caralho! Volta, sua vadia! Está ali! Cala a boca, sua puta! Vamos!
Que é
They were heading for the
isso?
helicopter pad. I had to get to the roof before Giovanna and Fabiana left on a one-way flight. I knew
tá
this was going to be a bad idea, but in the continued absence of any good ones, I decided to go with it. What a view. I guess my time in Sao Paulo wasn't quite the paid holiday in the sun I'd been promised. At least I was getting shot at by a middle-class psychopath. These guys weren't messing around. This place was like Baghdad with G-strings. A couple of more seconds and I'd have given some poor street cleaner a crappy start to his day. Now, I had a ride to catch.
Caraca.
Pelo amor de Deus! All I said! Come on! Jesus, Max! I can't leave you alone for 5 minutes! What the hell happened in there? They jumped us! Same guys from the party, I think. They grabbed the girls, and Marcelo, but he's here now.
Yeah, don't worry about me, homie. I'm just the guy paying you lots of money to protect me.
Yeah, but were you drinking? Bet your ass I was. You try staying in there for 5 minutes sober. Hey, olha! Oh, there they are!
Deixa a porta descer de volta.
Quick, get after them! Are you
Faz
crazy?
uma arma aí.
You can't just leave her! Max, you gotta do something! Come on! Get the rifle back there!
Aê. Pô. Caramba, acertei mesmo, hein? Quem diria? Ixi, Maria. Pera aí, meu filho.
Give me a break.
Ai, caraca, vou morrer. Eu sei que esse jogo ele mira sozinho. Oxe, que mira, bexiga. Olha o tamanho do maluco. Não, 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 não. Meu Deus, que mira é essa, minha filha? Me ajuda aí. Se ajuda aí. Não para de vir, cara.
Esse que vai te pegar. Você foi
Já. Toma, mais um pra garantir.
Headed inside, Passos. Get us down there. Right. Headed to the helipad. Shit. Drop. Look out!
Ele não pode dizer nem que é mentira os malas com lança-foguete. A mentira da bexiga. Na hora do medo, o cara faz de tudo.
There was a goddamn army of these goons. Clearly, somebody wanted these girls bad. Or maybe they just assumed the Broncos security team consisted of more than a drunk American has-been and a Brazilian never was who should have paid more attention in flying school. Either way, I needed to find Giovanna before they did.
Calma. Tá ficando vergonhoso.
Foi por isso que viemos aqui. O Serrano vai cortar nosso saco se ela escapar. Vou gostar de matar essa puta. Tem muita coisa que eu gostaria de fazer com ela.
Jesus. Cadê as arminhas? Cadê as arminhas? Arminha, aqui. Na cagada. Ei. Rapaz, eita bexiga. Que isso? O cara tá com um canhão ali, é? Pega logo, pelo amor de Deus. Morre não. Meu Deus do céu. Que isso, gente? Mas respeita aí. Morreu? Morreu nada. O cara aqui não morre não. Caraca. Três balinhas só. Ah! Corre!
The odds on Giovanna still being alive were getting worse by the second, and if Fabiana wasn't dead already, I was guessing pretty soon she'd start wishing she was. I was up for one god-awful performance review.
Não, essa porcaria eu quero. Eu quero essa porcaria. Ué. Ah, dane-se, vai ser primeiro.
Procrastination, one of the many contenders for my epitaph. But if I didn't get to Giovanna soon, the Broncos would be writing hers tomorrow morning. This was a mess. Where the hell was Passos? We were two failed cops failing miserably at being bodyguards. He approached everything with about as little preparation as I did. Maybe that's why we got along. It was Giovanna's necklace. Now I just had to find the rest of her.
Bora achar o resto dela. Fechado.
I had already wasted enough time.
Giovanna! Giovanna!
Max! Over here! What's happening? Where were you?
Are you alright?
What, do I look all right?
Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here.
Passos, where is he? Is he okay?
Had to make a quick detour. He's fine. He's right there.
Oh my god. It's Raul!
Giovanna!
No!
What are you doing? Giovanna!
Hey! No, nothing. Go.
Seems like I wasn't the only guy around here who had taken his eye off the ball.
Are you okay?
My weakness was the drink. Passo's was the sister. Things were turning pretty ugly in this town. The boss's girl was gone, and part of me wished I was too.